League of Legends reached out, and I said, hell yeah.
Burn It All Down, produced by the League of Legends team, and featuring PVRIS, was released on September 28th to be the official song of 2021's League of Legends World Championship. And this song absolutely slaps. This is a tournament where professional League of Legends players all over the world travel to compete for the Summoners Cup and the cash prize of being $2.2 million US dollars. So basically think of Olympics but esports. So this is a huge deal. And for somebody who's a gamer and also a longtime fan of PVRIS, I was so excited to see this collaboration appear on my Spotify feed. And because of this recent release, in this video, I'm going to be talking about PVRIS. So why should lesbians be listening to PVRIS? The short answer is Lynn Gunn, which is the vocalist of the band PVRIS, is gay. What other reason do you need beside that? So you can go ahead and stop the video here. But no, really though, with lesbian culture, it brings up musicians like Girl in Red and also Hayley Kiyoko, which are great. But I think there's other queer bands that also should be recognized, and PVRIS is definitely one of them. In this video, I want to do my girl, Lynn Gunn, some justice, along with her band, PVRIS, and that's spelled with a V. White Noise. It was back in 2015 when I went to this concert called Big Ticket up in Jacksonville, Florida. And basically this is a huge rock alternative concert. I actually have a shirt right here from them. And at the time, the lead performing band was 21 Pilots. You can kind of see here that that's them. They were the last band to perform. Everybody was so hyped to see them. Well, before I got to that show, I wanted to hype myself up for the entire concert and all the other bands were also playing. Actually, one of my friends had made a playlist to include bits and pieces, songs from all the bands, so we can get a taste before we actually got there. And that's how I stumbled upon the band PVRIS. And wow, the album White Noise, which is the album that was out at the time, was amazing. If you're somebody who enjoys rock alternative and having a female lead singer and a strong, powerful voice, this is the band. And when I was listening to it, it really gave me vibes of bands like Paramore, really honestly just more like Paramore, which I really missed when I was in high school. And it's so hard to find another band just like it, similar to it, with that similar sound. So out of curiosity, I was snooping around Wikipedia, and I'd say, you know you're gay when you go to a celebrity's Wikipedia page and you go straight to the personal life section, because you're there to see if they're gay or not. And that's pretty much what I had done. But anyways, I had stumbled upon an interview. I'm going to quote them. During an interview with BBC's New Beat, PVRIS frontwoman Lynn Gunn shared her thoughts on the importance of being open about sexuality. I used to want to be private about it, she claimed, but I think it's something that needs to be shared publicly. I think a lot of people are trying to accept themselves and come to terms with it because it's still a very big thing right now. I never had somebody to look up to and be like, oh, that person is okay and they're gay. If I can be that for someone, then it's why I'm open about it. So I really respect Lynn for doing that. I think that's great. Not only that, I just loved the girl's style at the time, super edgy. She also had like the whole eyebrow slit going on, which I was totally into it. I actually tried doing it back in, I think it was like 2016, and my mom totally yelled at me about it. But then lo and behold, that was 2016, whatever. And in 2020, it blew up on TikTok. Having an eyebrow slit was, and I think it still is, kind of like a hallmark thing to identify if a girl is into other girls. So did Lynn predict the future? Or does she set the trend for queer women? Who knows? All we know of heaven, all we know of hell. I think this is probably my most favorite album. I liked a lot of the songs and the direction of where the band was going with their sound. And the release of this new album, you got to see some of those queer elements. If you listen to the lyrics, they're very genderless. So instead of using he or she, the words of the lyrics are written more of using you a lot. With PVRIS, their lyrics are never explicit, like I said, about if it's with another guy or another girl, compared to more pronounced queer musicians who are very obvious and explicit about making the song about queer elements. So for example, you get Hayley Kyoko's song, Girls Like Girls. That it says it all in the title. So even though PVRIS' songs aren't explicitly queer, their music videos tell a different story. Anyone else, PVRIS sticks with their theme with having a black and white edgy music video. And you can see that Lynn and along with her band members are in this almost like Victorian inspired room, and it honestly looks like it came out of something from American Horror Story. You can basically see right from the choreography, it speaks for itself. The dance between Lynn and the blindfolded girl, it honestly looks like the two girls had something deep and they're struggling with their relationship. Okay, so it's like 12:36 a.m. and I'm editing this video. I just can't get over how Lynn looks so perfect. How is she so perfect? Anyways, back to the video. The music video, What's Wrong? This is my favorite music video. Lynn looks like a total badass in this one. She comes in strutting like she's Lucius Malfoy. And plus, this is such a catchy song. There is a spicy scene that a lot of people reference, and it's a part where there's these good-looking female dancers doing their choreo on the band members while they're sitting in the chair in a circle, backs to back. And I'm pretty sure there's a titty in the music video. I'll let you guys find it, but I'm not complaining. Lynn actually agreed in an interview with Billboard, saying that it wasn't meant to be sexualized, the music video, and did have lesbian elements, but they never went out of the way when they created a music video to explicitly make it queer. So, quote unquote, when you don't make it a big deal and just show it for what it is, it's a lot more powerful than deliberately making something focused on the gay aspect of it. And that statement really summarizes pretty much how PVRIS, the band, brands itself. From how I've perceived them, they're a rock alternative band first, and their vocalist just happens to be gay, which I think is totally fine, by the way. We have other artists who are incredibly vocal about the concepts of being gay and queer and make it the center of their theme. And we definitely need those people too. When it comes to Lynn, it shows that she's totally unbothered by her sexuality, and it doesn't change her vision on making good rock alternative music. But that doesn't mean that she doesn't care about the LGBT community. Many times on her tours, she can be seen waving her pride flag and screaming out loud.
Almost hit the face of the brow.
Okay, so she doesn't tour just the United States where gay marriage is legalized, but she also tours other countries where there may not be as lucky in terms of equal rights or queer civil rights in those areas. In addition, PVRIS played at the Love Loud Music Festival in June alongside Laura Jane Grace, Tegan and Sarah, and many more. The festival is dedicated to LGBTQ+ youth in efforts to raise awareness and acceptance. The festival donates to a variety of different LGBTQ+ charities around the country. Hallucinations and Use Me. In 2019, PVRIS released Hallucinations, and from this point, PVRIS' sound had changed again, with more of a dance EDM influenced sounds. And I think this is really when the band starts really taking off. Death of Me, Hallucination, Deadweight, Use Me, and most recently Monster, that came out this past August, were some of the singles that did really well. Also, you can see a pretty drastic change in her aesthetic when you look at her music videos. I mean, take a look at this. She does not look straight at all. Super lesbian. Big things are happening to PVRIS, like being featured on Spotify's The Rock List. A band that was an underdog, a nobody, and after all this hard work and time, they're finally making it big and being recognized, which finally takes us to this present day. The release of Burn It All Down for World's Championship is a huge win for PVRIS. Last year, the theme was Takeover, featuring Jeremy McKinnon, Max, and Henry. Yes, I said Max. I'm talking about the guy who wrote Lights Down Low. So they're really not just letting any musician be part of the League of Legends team to make the World's Championship song. I have to say it's really impressive to see a band that I've been following, like PVRIS to be recognized as much as Max is. This will be a big opportunity for this band to be discovered since it'll convert over new fans. And for those of you watching this video right now, if you're somebody who enjoys dark rock alternative and being represented in media in a way, PVRIS is for you. This is Lisa, and this is another addition to my series of LGBT and media. Let me know in the comments if there's something else that you would like me to cover. I also make videos about my LGBT dating journey and tips on dating. If this is content that you enjoy and would like to see more of, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button down below so you don't miss out on another video. I want to say thank you so much for watching, and I will catch you in the next one.